We all know Soarin, the Winderbolts' second in command. He is an amazing flyer and a real glutton. But I know that there's more to his character. He goes deeper than I expected. I'm not gonna list every appearance where he is just flying and showing off his skills, only the ones that seem important to his character. We all already know that he is a good flyer. His first appearance outside of Rainbow Dash's imagination is in Sonic Rainboom, where he and the other Winderbolts completely embarrassed themselves when completely failing to save Rarity, who is plummeting to her death. I mean, how can a professional flyer of something I would call the Equestrian Air Force get knocked out by a flailing civilian? Shouldn't they be trained to handle exactly that? Regardless, let's move on to the best night ever, where we can hear him talk for the first time. And the episode reveals a character trait that defined him for the fandom. He gets a big apple pie from AJ, that he devours with lots of enjoyment. And ever since then, Soarin was the gluttonous Winderbolt. But that's one thing that makes him likable, isn't it? His speed is shown in Sweet and Elite, where he has a short appearance during the Winderbolts Derby, where he places third, only being bested by Fleetfoot and Spitfire. His next appearance gives us the first look at his cutie mark, which back then was the same as the symbol on the male Winderbolt uniform. It was later changed to look more like a bolt striking through a dark cloud. From season 4 on, his appearances get a little more substance. Rainbow Force is the first one where he has a major role. Well, kinda. He is part of Cloud State's team for the aerial relay, once again proving that he is a great flyer. One of the 3 best of Cloudsdale, in fact. But the rest of the episode isn't kind to him. He gets distracted by some mares cheering for him, which reveals another character trait on its own, which causes him to crash. Without Rainbow Dash, he would have been badly hurt. That certainly doesn't speak for his skills. Spitfire's and Fleetfoot's actions don't help either, not Soarin, nor their own reputation. They really did him dirty. At least he can prove himself once again when he recovered, and flies for Cloudsdale in the end after all. He doesn't really seem like a competitive guy at first, but he shows determination when he gives us all in the Equestria games. Later that episode he finally does his job for once, and tries to save every pony, when everything goes horribly wrong. Granted, all the other Pegasi help too, but you gotta give credit where credit is due. Season 4 has shown more of him, but not in a good light. Even in the fight against Lord Tyrek, all the Winderbolts, including Soarin, get quickly beaten by the Big Bad, and lose their magic. In the next season, we finally see him acting as the second in command, when he takes control when Spitfire isn't around doing Rarity investigates. He does that well, even if he falsely accuses Rainbow. He is just doing his job. Following this, we already are at Newbie Dash, where the only thing he does is reveal that he clipped his wing on his first day, which earned him the nickname Clipper. He wasn't the best flyer at the start of his career. He worked himself up, even through embarrassments like this. This is also visible during Parental Guidance, where he is seen mostly placing third in the Young Flyers competition, even being better than Spitfire at times. His first speaking role in a while is in Granny's Gone Wild, where he tells Rainbow about the wild blue yonder roller coaster, so he's just used for exposition this time. But still, you can see the excitement in his eyes when talking about it, so there's that. With that, we are already at season 9. Here it starts with him being brainwashed by Sombra, so here we certainly don't get more information about his character. Same with the rest of the season. He mostly is used to show off the Winderbolt's skills. He's just doing his job during episodes like Summer Sunset Back and The Last Crusade, together with several other Winderbolts. At least he is helping in the final fight against the Legion of Doom. He makes one final appearance when practicing the Winderbolt's routine during the last problem, but not even that helps his reputation, because doing that, he crashes into Spitfire. We may be through with the show, but there's still an important part of Soarin left to uncover, and we do that through his one major comic appearance. In My Little Pony Friends Forever issue 36, he shows interesting character traits. Most importantly, determination to prove himself. He flew alone to the Yakat mountain range to get some herbs, specifically the Everplant. He still seems to be down because of the attempt to replace him at the Equestria games, but that's what's driving him to take on the dangerous task alone. So he planned to master the mountain to prove his worth to Spitfire. But that's why he is sad that Rainbow showed up and not Spitfire herself. Even after Rainbow's there, he still wants to go through with his plan, but this time with assistance from RD. During the whole journey, they both support each other, and some of these panels really give me Soarin Dash vibes. I know some people who will like that. More important than that are some of the things he says. He reveals to us how hard his path to the top was. He made it into the Winderbolts, but he has worked so hard for it. That's why he sometimes feels like a fraud between all those ponies with so much talent. Rainbow's there to reassure him though. There is a reason that he is second in command. He has earned his spot. And that's exactly why he shouldn't feel down. The team, and especially Spitfire, respect him. Together they have grown, and at the site completed their task. This all gets confirmed one more time when Spitfire appears to get her 2 best flyers back. Interesting to note is that this hardworking attitude of his gives an explanation for the bags under his eyes, which he seems to have in most of his appearances. There's more to Soarin than you would realize on the surface. Especially the comic has shown his determination and drive, as well as his sense of duty when working with the Winderbolts. Sadly, the show did him dirty sometimes. He deserved so much more than he got. Luckily, we have the comics to make up for it. But what do you think? Was he a good character in the show? Is there a part of his personality I missed to mention? Who is your favorite Winderbolt? Let me know. Like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Thanks to my patrons, especially Fowly and Windyberry. And until next time, fellow bronies, bony fellas, and bye.